This episode of Hobie is sponsored by Ho Jeff. Save 25% with promo code HobiePod.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books, movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering Tales from the Crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote good
All right
scripts.
here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 488. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
And I'm Brian.
Hey, where's your brother at, Jeff?
He's on second week of suspension.
It's a little ridiculous.
Well, he shouldn't have done what he did.
You know what? He's going to break Will Smith's record for suspension here now.
He might.
Yeah.
Although, to his benefit, while under suspension, he still did send over the food to eat.
We appreciate that. We'll get
true.
some pictures of that here
I'm
soon.
drooling over it, actually.
We've
The
got
Peeps?
some blackout cake Oreo.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
We got some kettle corn flavored Peeps.
Oh, God.
Why?
And I think this was from
Yes.
Pat, if I'm not mistaken. Some
Thank you,
cinnamon toast crunch popcorn.
I like it. We can
Hell
take
yeah.
pictures here.
Hey, can I go on suspension and do the things that I like other than podcasting? Like Jim is? He's like golfing and having fun.
I know.
He's not really like being punished by anything.
No, but it's kind of like when you send kids to the room and they have more stuff in their room than
And they have the internet
yes,
and video games
and a phone.
and a TV. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me get that there. Helps if I get a picture here. There we go.
Does it help that he's on unpaid suspension? He's not being paid.
Yeah, his.
But we're not being paid.
What are you talking about? We got
Be here.
We got Bitcoin.
You're not.
Oh.
How's the Hobie coin?
Not great.
Did it go down in value?
Yes.
I didn't think it was possible.
We have less than 0. We owe Hobie coin.
Damn it!
Wait a minute. I owe money? I'm doing the podcast and I owe money?
Can I trade in Doggy Coin for it? Does that work?
Not anymore.
What is Doggy Coin? Is Doggy Coin still doing good?
You mean
No.
Doge?
Whatever.
Supposedly, once Elon makes it the official coin of Twitter, it's going to skyrocket.
Sure it will. Sure it will. What's?
I'm sorry. I'm rumpling the bag
Could
of
you
leftover
stop?
Reese's popcorn
That's great that we're eating.
to
but
hold me over to the cinnamon crunch toast popcorn.
Are you a big popcorn fan?
Yes, I am actually.
Do you like kettle corn?
Yeah.
Okay. Ugh.
I love
Kevin.
I
That's
love
the best
movie
way to make popcorn.
I love movie popcorn, even with the shitty butter shit on it.
That's not butter.
I know it's not, but I said butter shit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. That's not what I want on my popcorn.
Butter shit?
Butter shit?
No.
I like
probably.
the butter shit.
I will say I thought I liked movie popcorn, and then I
I
started
have two
working.
microphones on over here.
Yeah,
There you go. Now we
Okay.
turned it off. Thank you. I didn't want people hearing me in stereo. It may disturb some
That's
people.
true.
I can hear you in stereo.
I like me in mono.
Mono.
But then,
But
yeah,
even the intern's got new headphones on. I'm the only one without headphones.
you are.
Maybe you should get some headphones.
So I can hear my music and jokes that buttons you press.
Wait, I'm not the intern anymore.
That's right. You've been promoted.
What are you?
Brian.
Brian.
Oh. Master and Commander, I think?
Lord Chancellor Brian.
Sorry, my bad. My
but
bad.
Only on
Tuesdays.
Stephen Izzy's.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Anyways, Jeff, you were saying about movie popcorn.
I thought I liked movie popcorn, but then I got a job working at the cinemas where you were allowed to have as much popcorn as you wanted, like on your breaks and whatnot.
Which you thought was a great Benny at first.
He gained 87 pounds.
It was like my first break. I started eating popcorn and I thought this was supposed to be good.
But did you put butter on it?
I tried different things.
What else did you put on it?
Well, salt. That's about the things we had at the time were butter and or salt.
They weren't as advanced
Screw
today
you.
as where you can put on this.
Yeah, we didn't
crazy
have
shit
like all the
now.
other stuff like cheddar cheese sprinkles or
Time
what
out.
else.
Time out.
Or ranch,
I just like that
powdered
he's
ranch.
like, well, I tried other stuff. Like what? Salt. That's it? Okay, fine.
Well, that was the options. You could either put on the fake butter or the salt.
And you put salt.
I tried both.
Okay.
Neither were good. Although it's popped with butter salt, so you shouldn't need to add anything to it.
Except for the buttery, oily shit.
The worst part is like,
Shouldn't need to add that. Hey, the buttery oil shit is shit.
But yeah, that's true. But I do like it.
I love it.
It's
so good.
But cinemas took a step up when they allowed you to put your own buttery shit on your popcorn, when you can take it to the buttery pump.
The best part is you just press a button. You don't actually pump it like that.
Well, back in the day,
It's not
you
a
had
cow
to
udder.
manually pump that shit
It's
on your
not
popcorn.
cow. Oh.
That's right. Back in the day, you
I
had
don't
to
want to know
manually
about
pump
that.
shit on. That's right.
I did like last time. They're like, "Oh, would you like butter?" And they put it on behind the register. And I'm like, "Well, that's not enough. Give me that." So then I go to the other butter station before I walk into the theater. I'm like, "Boop, there you go. Give me a gallon
or
of
you
that."
have to tell them, fill it halfway up, put the buttery, oily shit on it.
Oh yeah.
And then fill it up total, and now put the buttery, oily shit on it again.
But then you get halfway through the popcorn bag, and you're just like, "Oh, the buttery shit isn't doing too good."
Yeah. Well, when the first movie preview comes on and your popcorn's gone,
Yeah.
what can you do?
Still good. Though.
Order a larger size of popcorn.
Well, I did for 25 cents more.
Would you like to up value for 50
I
cents?
did up it, and
I
it
will
still
say-
didn't last until the second preview.
I will say you guys described the customer that movie theater concessionists dislike.
The upgrade?
The ones who keep saying, now fill a
Hold on.
half, now
Fill
put
it
this
half.
on, now fill some more, now put some more butter on it, now fill some more.
I would
Yeah.
be tossing that bag of popcorn at the person.
But did they tip like me?
If you tip, then great.
right.
Because no, most people don't. It was
You break
very
out-
few and far between someone would.
That's right. You
Blake's
br-
tip.
you
Get
break-
a better job.
No, you break out that lettuce. I mean, come on, man.
You tipped in lettuce?
He tipped vegetables.
Yeah.
Here's a cucumber. Have a good day. Thanks. Here's a squash. What do I want with a squash? How'd you sneak that in here?
Vegetable tipper.
Right. Lettuce as in slang for cash.
Bread. Oh.
You know, speak
Or bread. Yeah.
of upgrades and up value, your favorite fast food restaurant, McDonald's, is changing their burgers after like 80 years. Once they get through the...
I haven't had a McDonald's burger in years.
It is awful.
Now,
I
Egg
thought-
McMuffin I've had, but
I thought they changed their burgers several years ago.
They did, but they're really changing it now.
the little mini salty
They're
thin hockey
actually going
pucks.
up to grade C beef.
Now they're grilling.
It only has a shelf life of 50 years instead of 100.
So they're grilling the burgers,
Well, they're not grilling; it's fried
well,
on a fried. On
Fried burger, please.
with onions in it. And
There's onions in the patty.
yes, they're putting them in the
I always
patties.
hated McDonald's onions because those are smally chopped shit.
Honestly, McDonald's are the only onions I like on burgers
Really?
because
I like
they
their
don't
onions.
taste like
the,
onions.
I like the sliced onion rings, not you know what I mean.
Oh,
not,
yeah.
not the minced shit.
Yeah,
I like the minced shit because
Really?
I hate raw onions. The taste of raw
well, there-
onions is
well, there you go.
disgusting,
okay.
and you can't get rid of it once it touches something. But McDonald's doesn't have that taste, mainly because they're reconstituted, chopped up tiny onions.
Yeah, reconstituted.
Yeah, they come in
And the beef was
freeze-dried.
really salty. Their
Their
the
beef is
hamburger beef
awful.
was always very very salty.
So what they're
The
doing
sodium
is
content was.
their
Go ahead.
hamburger, their cheeseburger, their quarter pounder, their Big Mac, and their double quarter or not double, another type of
Their quarter pounder, which is actually less than a third pounder.
yes. But
Just for people on the...
they're changing all the meat. They're putting the onions in it. I forget what else they said they were going to do with the meat the meat itself. But then more special sauce is being on the sandwiches.
Thousand Island.
Like you're
Yeah.
getting more of it, or they're
Yes.
putting a different type on
They're
it?
putting more on it.
Well, that's good because their special sauce is the best thing McDonald's
Yes.
has going. Well, the fries are, I should take.
And they said all their food is going to be fresh, like their lettuce and tomato.
Sure.
Well, it should have been that way for
back in the
50 some years.
back in the McDLT days, that lettuce and tomato was fresh.
That's right.
The hot
And it was
side hot and the
cold.
cold side
On the
cold.
cold side. That's right. In the styrofoam, environmentally unfriendly packaging.
That styrofoam killed 80,000 people with cancer. Let me tell you.
But hey, Jeff, it kept.
The hot side hot and the cold side cold.
That's right.
So that's a big thing that was on the news this morning, that McDonald's, but it's on the West Coast right now. It's slowly creeping, and they said it's slowly making its way east. Like, what is this, a freaking...
It's an oil spill.
It's a burger storm front.
Because they said
it can only move as fast as the semis can bring it.
they said that they're having they're losing market share because of what is that?
Wendy's?
Shack Shake,
Because of real burgers?
yeah,
The Shake
Five
Shack?
Guys, Shake Shack. There's another one that they were
Wendy's
talking about.
meat's pretty good. I admit. I like Wendy's burgers.
She does have some good meat.
Yeah, she does. And Burger the King.
Yeah,
It's flame broiled, baby.
Kind of.
Technically. It may be fake grill marks on that meat, but I like it.
Now, pretty much every other place has better burgers than McDonald's.
I agree. But then again, if you're going to pay 59 cents, 69 cents. Oh, wait.
no.
What's it, $1.29? for the
$16.
little hamburger, cheeseburger, crap.
Wendy's is not cheap anymore, though.
Yeah, I think it's
Everything, even Taco the Bell, man. Didn't it was over $10 for one order of gorditas and a taco.
Wendy's is $1.
And a half
I'm
liter,
sorry, is
half
10.
liter of Dr. Pepper that they give you in the large.
Even the single number one meal for Wendy's is $10 now.
yeah a standard meal with entree sized burger, fries, and a drink is going to be $10 minimum.
Well,
Nine
remember-
something maybe if you're.
Brian, are you a McDonald's fan?
I am.
What's your favorite meal there? Just asking. Oh, I know what they're doing. The bread isn't as doughy. They're not making it as doughy. That's what
I didn't
at
think
McDonald's.
it was doughy to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no problem with their buns.
Yeah.
Especially their.
They said it was
sesame
too
seed.
fluffy. It's not going to be as fluffy. That was everything.
Fluffy bun. You know the Wendy's Where's the Beef commercials?
Yes.
Were originally titled the Fluffy Bun commercials.
Really?
Because if you remember, they're like, "Oh, look at the bun; it's so fluffy," and then "Oh, that bread is fluffy," and then she yells, "Where's the beef?"
Oh.
But they thought Fluffy Bun was going to be what everyone quoted.
And it didn't.
No,
Although it's more fun to say fluffy
Yeah.
bun.
Then where's the beef? So what's your sandwich? Your meal?
The bacon McDouble
Oh, okay.
and the chicken nuggets.
Oh, the chicken nuggets are good. I will say that.
yeah, they've improved their chicken nuggets from when they first came out, and they were nasty.
The chicken nuggets, I like the breakfast burritos. Those with a hash brown. Those are my good things. That's the only thing I like at that place.
You know what I loved about Burger King was going through Burger King and getting their Big Mac knockoff.
Oh, the Whopper?
No, not the Whopper.
the Big King.
The Big King.
Do they still make that?
And then I would order it and laugh evilly,
Take that, McDonald's.
Yes.
even though the fries weren't as good.
No, the fries are not good at Burger King.
Say close to my house, our McDonald's and Burger King are across the street, and I tend to almost always go to Burger King and not McDonald's because A, I like their food better, and B, apparently nobody else does because their lines are always short.
Or they've failed every health violation.
Now that you let the secret out, thanks.
Every health violation. Oh my God, this guy's still coming back.
Now you're going to be sitting through long lines at the drive-thru.
Chick-fil-A has some short lines.
Oh God, no!
I will say though, they are efficient.
Yes, they are.
They
They've
go through
gotten less efficient.
at yours.
Recently anyway.
The one closest to us was just like 20 minutes away, but like you're in and out pretty quick with it. And Chick-fil-A is like, I like their Caesar wrap or whatever they have. Like they have a little grilled chicken wrap.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm not a big fan of their chicken, like their actual fried chicken or, any of their sandwiches. But they're fine. They're just nothing
the
great.
same chicken as your little wrap.
No, it's It's like the grilled chicken strips.
So it's the grilled chicken, not the deep fried.
Correct.
Chicken. Okay, you like their grilled chicken?
Yes. Yeah, grilled chicken Caesar. I think it is.
I'd try that Popeyes chicken sandwich if I could, but they never have them in stock.
I don't know where Popeyes is by me.
There probably isn't one.
Yeah. Is there one by you?
Yeah.
Is there? Okay. Oh yeah, I know
where that other restaurant used to be.
Fazoli's.
Fazoli's was there also.
I liked Fazoli's. I used to go through and get their meatballs.
Driving to Florida a couple weeks ago to Disney, there was a couple of Fazoli's on the side of the road.
And you didn't
literally
stop.
just on the side of the road.
On the side of the road. Blown over.
Don't forget about me.
Not rebuilt from the hurricane of whatever.
They're just on the side of the road. But the good news is they had lots of breadsticks around it, so you could just grab one while you drove by.
Yeah, they had a lot of breadsticks.
They did. They had a guy that walked with a breadstick.
No, I liked Fazoli's. I was disappointed they went away.
Yeah, me too.
They never went away.
Well, they went away near me.
Yeah.
Even the other locations a little farther away up and left. So I don't know if there's any around our city anymore.
Brian, want to talk? Welcome to Fast Food Talk. What you got? Anything?
I like it
Yeah.
when it's fast.
I mean, I'll never turn down an Egg McMuffin.
Really?
Oh,
I'm not. I don't like their eggs.
I don't like their muffins.
I like this, Jeff. I don't like their eggs. I don't like their muffins.
I love the chicken McGriddle. That's
I have never had it in McGriddle.
The 1,000-calorie sandwich.
yep.
It's not the Baconator or Baconator 2 or whatever it is.
McDonald's used to. I don't know if they still do or brought back, but they used to have like bagel sandwiches at one point.
Yes.
They did just bring those back.
Okay.
recently.
Oh.
They were good.
You mean the bagel breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good. I've had those too.
The bagel sandwiches were good, and I remember one time at work, somebody was like, "Oh, I'm going to run out to McDonald's and get some." I'm like, "Oh, get me a couple of the bagel sandwiches with like egg and ham." And they came back, and they're like, they wouldn't let us put ham on the bagel sandwich.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it not kosher?
Prefabricated. They just throw them in the microwave.
Yeah, they're like, you couldn't put ham. So I got you the.
I know they do, but it's really sad.
You can't get it your way at McDonald's.
No.
You only get that at the BK.
Yeah.
So I got the McMuffin with ham. I went, oh. I would rather have the bacon on the bagel than the McMuffin because their muffins are thick and dry.
In downtown, there's a Dunkin' Donuts, and it's a smaller Dunkin' Donuts, and it's right by a bus stop. You know, they're like right main square. So anytime you go in there, and I haven't gone in there much, but like you get a sandwich, it's always fun. They just turn around, put it in the microwave, hit it. Like, I guess that's what I'm getting. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, if I'm going to go get a fresh chocolate donut, I'm going through Dunkin' Donuts. And then, you know, the weird thing was for years when you asked for like a latte or a cappuccino, it was that fake machine shit where they just press a button and spit the sugar goop out like you get in a gas station.
Yeah, like convenience stores. Yeah,
gas station. And then finally, years ago, they finally decided to upgrade their, espressos and lattes to real.
Yeah.
Espresso latte maker.
I'm not a big fan of the Dunkin' Donuts, though.
I am.
Yeah, they had to keep up with
donuts.
Starbucks.
Their sandwiches are good, though.
Yeah, they are. And I probably would have ate more of them if they brought the, espresso latte in sooner. I was like, and I avoid Starbucks if I can because I hate Starbucks. And their food is horrible.
Tastes like burnt coffee.
I don't understand. Yeah, well, yeah.
So coffee.
Yeah, so it tastes like coffee.
Coffee tastes like burnt brown water. So
yeah,
You're
regular
burnt
coffee,
brown water.
dirty
Thank you.
water, dirty water.
Ohio River water.
Yeah.
Well, not that dirty.
Not that dirty, no.
Okay. Brian, you got anything else over there? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I don't even know if we're going to do the outline this week. It's kind of all over the place.
I worked really hard on it.
Okay, fine. We'll do it. We had Twitter poll of the week. If you find us at Bad Ideas Podcast.
So hold on. Did you watch any Mando this week?
Hold on. I'm getting to this.
Getting to it? All right. I'll just.
What next? Yeah, sit down.
I'll just eat the.
What is that?
It's the leftover chocolate covered potato chips.
Sorry. What next MCU project are you most excited about? The Marvels. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Secret Invasion. Loki Season 2. In last place, The Marvels. Which actually kind of, at this point, it looks funny. Secret Invasion with 14%.
That would be my pick.
Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
I'm
by
looking
it.
forward to all of these, to be honest, but Secret Invasion is the one that I wanted probably for about 5 years now.
Loki, Secret Invasion is going to be interesting how they do it. Like, is it the comic book I really enjoyed?
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do it here. I feel like they're going to neuter it a lot.
We'll find out.
Yep. And then
Say
winning.
neuter?
Yes, neutered.
Why? Was there a lot of sex organs in that?
Yes, there is.
Comic book?
Yes.
Well, I want that version.
43% to 39%. Guardians of the Galaxy beating Loki season 2.
That was close.
Yeah, I think Guardians got pushed because they know that people are dying in it, and it's the final one. Who dies? Who do you
All
think?
of them.
You think all of them?
All of them except Gamora.
Brian?
All of them except for Groot.
Oh. Blake? Drax is dead, right? He's dying.
Guardians, sure. Because it's coming out first.
Yeah, it is coming out in May.
Okay, there you go.
I really do think Drax is dead. I think Rocket and Groot stay alive
Because
because
of contract, because what's his name doesn't want to do it anymore.
Pratt's not coming back.
And Pratt's not coming back either.
I think number one fan Doug actually told me the rumor is that, or what he thought was, Gamora dies, but then Pratt leaves Star-Lord going through the galaxies looking for the different version of Gamora.
Yeah, Gamora already died.
The new one's going to die.
Because we got that multiverse.
Correct.
right now.
And he's going to travel through the multiverses, so you can never write him off, but he's going to be looking for his true love, blah, blah, blah.
Do you think they'll kill Nebula off?
Yeah, I think she sacrifices.
I think Karen Gilliam just is like, God, let me move on and let me grow my hair out again.
I think she sacrifices herself for Gamora at one point.
And then Gamora dies anyway?
Yeah, I think so. I think Rocket and Groot you can keep alive because you know why? They're CGI and you can replace their voices with somebody similar.
You cannot replace Groot's voice.
Yeah, it's a tough
I
call.
don't think anybody can
Tough call.
do the same.
Well, there's not much to replace. I mean, he's the same recorded Groot over and over again. Just hit a button like Jeff does on our podcast.
Like that button?
I thought you were going to hit, hi, I'm Brad.
I did, but that page wasn't up.
So it just laughed.
Well, I was going to hit the rim shot, so I moved over.
Yeah, where's the rim shot one?
Yeah, you already moved on that one
Set it
too.
up.
I'm Brad.
There you go.
There, we got on Brad.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of them die though. Drax Batista said that he doesn't really want to come back. And
Well, isn't like a three film thing limit in Hollywood the kind of thing that you want to stop at?
not
Because
DC.
you've done it 3 times. I mean,
Fast and Furious.
well, that's an exception.
Another thing he's also done, though, in those 3 films, he was also in the 2 Avenger movies as Drax. He
Kevin
did
Bacon.
the
Kevin Bacon Christmas special.
So it's like, yeah, I can understand getting tired of putting that makeup as often as he would have to.
I think that's the big thing. Like,
The actors get tired of doing the same character and over again until they need the money, and then they'll come back and do another one.
yeah, there was talk about bringing Chris Evans back for Captain America, and he's like, I think there's lots of Steve Rogers stories, but not Captain America stories.
Yeah.
So that my one thought is, do they bring Steve Rogers back as the head of Fury somehow, or not Fury? What is that? Shield. Shield.
Oh,
Or you could do Sword too.
Or whatever in the multiverse. You can do
Correct.
whatever the hell you
if they're
want
going to
now.
bring back another Steve Rogers, it'll be a different multiverse version.
Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. turned them down because it wasn't enough money. So
Well, I mean, the only reason
I think they offered him $50 million, and he said no.
I don't blame him. He's made enough money off of them already.
Yeah.
I mean, for him to go through all the crap he has to go through to be in the movie,
He'll make another Dr. Dolittle.
probably. They'll probably
So
be
bad.
willing to pay him $50 million.
So bad. So bad.
Sherlock Holmes, you think will make another one of those?
There was rumors there was always going to make a third one. I don't think I ever saw the second. First one was good, from what I remember.
I'm torn on it. I've seen many different iterations of Sherlock Holmes, and it actually falls as one of my
Least
lower,
favorite.
on the lower end.
Maybe Tarzan, because they are rebooting Tarzan. Let's put Robert Downey Jr. in that.
No.
Why not?
As what?
I don't know. Cheetah.
Okay.
Chitora, whatever.
No.
So you're saying Robert Downey Jr. should be in the live-action Thundercat?
Yes. Yes. It's a mix with Tarzan. I like this idea.
I thought you were going to say Thundar the Barbarian.
Throw him in there, too.
Thunder. How about Captain Caveman? We'll just go to that one next.
No.
Why, Brian?
No.
Brian?
No Captain Caveman, but we can bring the Teen Angels.
I don't know who that is.
The 3 young girls who hung around with Captain Caveman.
That sounds a little creepy.
Did you ever watch Captain Caveman?
No.
Okay.
He was just on the Laugh Olympics a lot.
So were the Teen Angels.
I don't remember that. Brian, did you know that Grogu, Baby Yoda, was killing a species of aliens? Did you know that?
I did not.
You know, it's really mean.
I don't care.
Not in the latest season, which I am caught up on.
I'm not, but you guys can talk about it. We're 2 episodes in.
So I could do spoilers.
Yeah, I don't care.
You don't care?
I mean, I like the season because it's Mandalorian and that, but it definitely has not been as good. Maybe we're 3 episodes in. I don't know. But I like it.
This season, I would say the campiness of the Book of Boba Fett has seeped into this season 3 of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
It used to be a really cool Star Wars Western, spaghetti Western, sci-fi, or space opera. And it's no longer that anymore. And so, yeah, it's kind of lost its luster. I mean, the whole, now that Jeff's seen the episode I was bitching about, I mean, that was almost kind of like a rekindling or revamping of the stupid fucking space Vespa chase. When they're chasing after the rogue
That was
robot.
nowhere near as bad as that.
Well, it's still pretty bad, though. I mean, come on. It wasn't as campy as the space Vespa chase, but still, yeah, whatever.
I had no problem with it.
It's fine.
Their rumor is that they're doing one more season, or no, I'm sorry, they're doing a film of Mandalorian and Grogu, and then basically the Mandalorian is basically going to go off into
Boca Raton.
Yes, Boca Raton, and the rest of the Mandalorians. That's the rumor.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
We'll see.
Well, they're fighting to get their planet back.
Oh, okay.
That's true. Although the latest episode, I don't want to give it away, it does kind of like make up for some of the stupid episodes that seem like fillers, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably say this season probably could have been half the episodes in what they did, and they did a lot of filler in between.
We watched the episode
just so they can get to 7 or 8 episodes in the main story.
I'll definitely say the Jack Black Lizzo episode is almost all filler.
Don't forget Christopher Lloyd.
And Christopher Lloyd.
His motivations and everything didn't make sense either. It's like, I want to be a Mandalorian. Okay, here you go.
You want me? Here you go. You got it.
Yeah.
But I know I've heard things about episode 3, which went off on this story about the one scientist that was part of the Empire.
That
but
was
now
kind of an interesting episode, but it was completely
yeah, it was completely taken. It's like, okay, this is setting something up. We're still waiting for the payoff.
It kind of shows itself with this latest episode, and I guess the payoff
it showed itself, but
is
not
the finale that's coming this week.
Yeah, hopefully, if we already got the payoff, then it was a waste of our time. If there's a better payoff, then
the whole anti-Dos Machina Moff Gideon appearance, kind of like, I come in, I show up, I'm going to state my objective, and then leave. And you're just like, what the fuck? I mean, that was kind of weird.
Would have been cool if everyone else in the show went, that was kind of weird.
Well, yeah. I mean, didn't you find that kind of weird?
I'm only 2 episodes in, so I don't know.
Didn't you find that kind of weird? I mean, it kind of makes sense of a couple episodes ago where what's his name and his TIE fighter comes across Moff Gideon's jail ship. Oh, there's Beskar armor in the wall.
Star Wars has a lot of coincidences.
Oh. True.
As a franchise.
no,
Or lucky breaks, I should say.
I mean, he's the villain, and he was monologuing. I mean, you get that.
the villain monologue.
Yeah.
This is why I'm here, and this is why I appear. Now, everybody, do your job, and I shall disappear.
I am going to turn away.
over here while you guys go take care of the.
Why would I think anything bad would
Look at my
happen?
new outfit.
Why would I think anything bad would happen? I'm going over here. Thank you, Kylo.
Like my cape.
See my vest. It's made from real gorilla chest. Like my loafers, former gophers.
I've got spiky things on my helmet.
That's not in the Simpsons song.
Oh, trust me, there's a lot of articles about, what do those horns on Moff Gideon's helmet mean? I was like,
It means they thought it might look cool when they made it.
And page 1705 of the Extended Universe book, he actually killed something with a horn. And I think if you look at it in the right shadow, it looks like the same type of horn that they described in that book. That's no longer canon, but I'm putting it as canon.
Yeah, the over-analysis that goes into it. But they did introduce some characters that set up the new, or I should say, episodes 7, 8, 9 of the actual movie series. That's kind of cool how they tied it in. But, other than that, I hate the, I'm the bad guy. Here I am. Let me explain my evil plan.
Time out. I would love to have the villain be that voice.
You mean Steve Martin?
Yes.
I don't know. If you can get Giancarlo Esposito, you get Giancarlo
That's
Esposito.
true. I will say, we were watching the episode that he walks into the water to cleanse himself to become a Mandalorian again. Yeah. And I looked at my son. I was like, this isn't going to be a good idea. Like, something's in that water. Oh, it took him. And then it gave up.
Oh, you mean the...
No, I don't even think anything took him. I think he just fell.
Do you think?
He was just wearing heavy armor and fell.
Yeah, he failed his
just
swim check.
plummeted.
But there's a
double
creature
armor
right there.
penalty check.
There
Double
was
armor heavy penalty
There was
check.
a creature, but no one said that creature is what grabbed him. I think he just fell and plummeted and knocked himself out, and she had to jump in and save him.
That would be funny.
Yeah, it could be, yeah. You mean the Mandalorian when he's in the mines of Moria?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're on episode 3 next. Sorry. And I don't dislike the series. I really do enjoy it because I love Star Wars. I love pretty much anything to do with Star Wars except Obi-Wan. But
I mean, just like anything, season 1s are always pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes 2 can equal or be greater, or sometimes it fails. And now this one, I'm like, like
Do you think-
half the season was filler space?
do you think Favreau, Jon Favreau, do you think, because when he made season 1,
And Filipponi, or whatever his name is, Filoni.
yeah, Dave, do you think that he had a clean sheet? He had no world to really worry about, right? Like, there's some backgrounds with the films and that,
You're
but
right.
not much.
And now he's got to tie all the fucking Disney Star Wars shit
yeah,
into
he's
it.
got all these universes and all these shows now.
And it's affecting the
Yep.
story plot. I
Yep.
think you're right, Jason. I think
because
you
now
That's the thing is-
Ahsoka, which looks great, but I'm watching, I'm like, there's all these little parts about the rebels in it. And I'm like, the cartoon film show, which was great, but I'm like, oh no. Like, and I will say, like, I love Rebels. I love Ahsoka. I'm excited about the series, but some of it looks like very bad fan fiction. Like, oh, let's bring Hera in. And then I'm like, oh, that looks bad cosplay. Like, I'm hoping not.
But I think you're right. When he had a clean, when Felonious and he had
Felonious,
a clean slate to write,
Yeah.
hey, do this, and it took off.
Yeah.
And he did great. Now when the big fucking money corporation comes in and says you need to put this in, and it does affect. I do think it affects the overall quality, even though they're trying to tie everything in. And I did compliment the one episode where okay, there's what's his name, and they're setting up the clones, you're setting up bringing back the Emperor's undead body, and yeah, you're right.
Speaking of bad things to tie into, I guess James Wan, the director for Aquaman, he's done a lot of horror movies and that. He's no longer working with Warner Brothers anymore because I guess he made Aquaman, the new one, in the Lost City or whatever
Whatever it's called.
Lost Kingdom, whatever. I don't give a shit.
Lost Puppy.
Yes. You know what? From now on, change approved.
I'll watch that.
How come?
I hope they find the puppy.
Puppy, yeah, you said puppy.
one. So in Aquaman, the Lost Puppy, I guess since who's the ex-wife of Johnny Depp?
Amber Heard.
Yes.
Amber Turd.
Yes, they told her that they wanted to cut her Mara scenes, but she was only in it for like 25 minutes of like a 2 hour and 45-minute film. And so he's like, I'm not cutting her. There's no reason to. So I guess they did. The rumor is that they've done 7 test screenings, and they kept waiting to get a bad one, like a really bad one, so then they could say, go cut her. Yep.
Yeah.
So then they sent stuff to him, and they cut her roll down to like 10 minutes. And basically, he has doing reshoots now, and they're doing more test screenings. And basically, he's like, I'm done. Like, I'm not doing, like, after this, I'm done working with Warner Brothers. And he's been working with them for 20-something years. And so,
way too many test screenings.
yes. And that was the thing that was
maybe one initial test screening to find out, is this the movie we think it is? And if not, then
there's been
one more
7
fix, and that's it.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're, like we said, if you're going with a creative, clean slate, right, and you're able to do something, you can make a quality product out of it.
Yeah.
You bring somebody in who's not directly with creating that product. You start putting these boxes and parameters into basically you scrunch it down to where you got this little leeway of doing what you want. At a certain point, real artists and directors are like, fuck it.
Well, that's what Edgar Wright did with Ant-Man. Edgar Wright left Ant-Man because of that.
Yeah, it's like you got to let the creators create.
Yeah.
You know,
But Marvel-
you give them broad generalizations.
But
when
on the
you
other
start
side,
boxing them in and closing that box down, I mean, why continue and do it? It's
but
best thing
the
to
other
do.
issue is Disney, Warner Brothers, they pay billions for these franchises, and they have every right to say, I want you to do it my way. But the problem is, then you're not going to get the creative minds that you want.
That's right. It's like that stupid fucking meme where the kid's on the bike, he takes a stick, he sticks the stick in the front wheel, and he flips over and he falls over and he blames something else for his fall.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, Brian, welcome to Star Wars Talk.
All right, so we're moving on. We passed around the Cinnamon Toast Crunch popcorn.
Yes, and
I've eaten all mine.
oh,
I got seconds.
As did I.
I like the cinnamon,
It's a light dusting.
it is.
but I think I wanted it to be a little more pronounced.
It's more of a kettle corn caramel.
Yeah, I think I would rather have like Crunch and Munch.
Yeah.
It's good.
Very slight cinnamon. I'd like more cinnamon. Sugar.
Yeah, I'm not like blown away with it, but it's decent.
I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think it's bad.
if it's there, I'll eat it.
It was delightful.
You liked it?
I did.
Okay.
Now, if you like kettle corn, we can move on to the kettle corn flavored.
I think my
peas.
son is trying to come in here to get some food. Okay.
No, he's not.
There's 3 kernels of this left.
You
He's
know,
not a popcorn
He's
fan.
the contradictory teenager now.
Yep, he is.
No, I'm not.
I'm 13 up.
No, I'm not, Dad.
Yeah.
You can't tell me what to do.
I hate you. I'm leaving.
Can I have $20 this weekend?
Anyways, that was good. Brian, what'd you watch this weekend? Anything?
I watched Cocaine Bear.
How was that? I want to see that.
It's streaming on Peacock now.
Yes.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, and I'm going to have to subscribe to Peacock.
You can
Yes.
find deals online for $20 for the whole year.
Oh, isn't there a free thing?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if for $20 you get the whole year
Yeah, or I can get it free somewhere.
for like a month. Oh, it's no longer on any of those free things. You get like a free week, but they stopped all that.
Well, that's a disappointment.
Yeah, she said.
It was more than I could have ever imagined.
Really,
It was so good.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
It was so good. The bear is amazing.
Did it sing?
It did not.
Oh, did they call it Baloo?
They did not.
Hello, my darling.
Kind of
Risking
sad.
J Frog.
Yeah.
Kind of sad seeing Ray Liotta.
Oh yeah,
That's
was this his last one?
That was his last film.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. It was amazing.
Okay.
Wasn't it an allegory of what drugs can do to society?
If you choose to look at it that way, yes.
Was it an allegory of global warming and what happens if we don't take care of nature?
And if you
was
choose
not.
not to decide, you still have made a choice.
If you choose to throw cocaine out of a airplane into the mountains, this is
Mountains
what will
happen.
happen. I am very angry that this Peep just came across my microphone.
Passing around the Peeps. These are kettle corn flavored. The marshmallow
I'm not a Peep
is all
fan.
yellow.
Yeah.
I despise these.
Normally, like, it's white marshmallow, but this is yellow marshmallow.
It's kettle corn flavored.
Kettle
though.
corn. So let's find out if you like kettle corn.
However,
this might make Peeps better for you.
You're right. It's no ranch ice cream.
Ooh, nothing's ranch ice cream there. All right.
And I'm waiting.
It's a Peep. I'm not getting any kettle corn flavor. I'm just getting Peep.
Yeah, where's the kettle corn?
I'm a little disappointed. A slight smell of popcorn, but we just ate popcorn, so I don't know if that's just the leftover.
I mean, I'm trying to do the tasting technique, what you do with bourbon,
Swishing around a
swishing
little.
around, breathing your in and out of your mouth. It's not working. I don't get the flavor.
That's just garbage. That's
Wow.
fluffy garbage.
Wow.
Just eat a marshmallow.
I mean, I love marshmallows, and that's exactly what this was.
Yeah, there was zero flavor out of that.
Of the Peep?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not getting kettle. You try it, Jason.
I'm going to wait.
Okay.
I mean, cleanse my palate here.
I'll eat it like crazy because I love marshmallows. I love Peeps. This is...
I'm not a huge Peep fan, but I do like marshmallows.
Well, you
Just
might
regular
like this better because this is less of the sugar on the front, like the heavy crystallated sugar. There's not as much of that on it. So it really feels much closer to a marshmallow. At least to me.
I got a little crunchy part, but I think that might be the popcorn that I had before that.
It might have been the popcorn. Or maybe the eyeball. Did you eat the eyeball?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe the eyeball was
I don't feel like it tastes like any other Peep. I mean, it feels like every other Peep.
It feels less heavy crystallated sugar.
Fluffy.
To me, but that's it closer to marshmallow. Mm-hmm. Like a marshmallow.
Yeah. I don't taste
Than
any
a
kettle
sugar.
corn.
Yeah, but the kettle corn is kind of missing.
Yeah. Damn you, Peeps.
Although, yeah, I did smell it. It does have a slight popcorn smell.
Yeah. Blake?
It's better than ranch ice cream.
Oh, fucking ranch ice cream. Jeez. Speaking of that, let's get some listener feedback. What you got, Blake?
Sound is for bomb listener feedback brought to you by Hello Jeff. What do we got for Hello Jeff this week?
Kettle corn Peeps.
Anything else?
No, they're actually Peeps and kettle corn. You got to make your own.
He's right on that.
Actually, it's just marshmallows
Yes.
with a jar of caramel
Some yellow food coloring.
And popcorn.
and a brown marker to put eyes on.
Yes, sir.
It's a do-it-yourself box.
It's a do-it-yourself Peep.
That sounds awful.
That's right. So yeah, we start off with this one guy.
Number one fan?
A-Pans.
Can't give yourself a nickname?
7.
Chili Billy.
Sunny D.
The delivery man.
Rings twice.
A-Pans, formerly
Dad.
known as
Doug.
Big D. He says, y'all need to quit crapping. Notice he used crapping, not the word shitting, on ranch ice cream. It wasn't that bad.
I wish I could.
Point.
I wish I could stop crapping at stupid ranch ice cream.
Okay, yes, it was that bad. It was the most vile thing I have ever attempted to taste.
That is true.
It's probably the second worst thing I've ever had.
That pumpkin thing you made was worse.
Yeah, the pumpkin Guinness
Shellfish?
Jameson. Well, I mean, if I eat that, then it tastes good, and then I just get sick.
Okay.
Throw it up, and then break out in hives.
Okay.
But I enjoy it. That I did not enjoy.
I can't wait for next season's Thousand Island ice cream.
Can't be worse.
I think it could be.
Well, Thousand Island dressing tastes better than ranch dressing, so
I will
Yes.
agree with you on that. I will agree with you on that.
Although, if someone actually crapped in this, and then we tried it, would it have been any different?
No.
Would it have
No.
been better?
I think if you put that Jones's gravy mix on there,
Make it a float?
I think it would have probably tasted better than what it was.
I disagree with
gravy.
that.
that might have been worse.
You don't want to come out with McDonald's special sauce ice cream.
I
Well, we
did.
just talked about Thousand Island ice cream.
Yeah, that's what I said. McDonald's repackaging. Yeah.
Yes.
I did take a peek and try to find the Kraft macaroni and cheese ice cream.
Don't you fucking dare.
I did not find it.
Don't you fucking dare.
But no, I mean, it's all about content. So
Oh, my God.
we got to do it.
Oh, my God.
He just ate a peep.
It's all about the likes, Jason.
It is true. You did eat a peep.
I have eaten 2 peeps.
And a Peep-C.
And
You
I've
drank a Peep-C.
I've
Drank a
drank a
Peep-C.
Peep-C
That's
and
right.
eaten 2 peeps on this podcast specifically. And that's 3 peeps too many for me.
I feel bad that Hobie Coin isn't working out for you. You deserved it.
The good news is next week we get to try the kettle corn peeps when they've been a week stale.
Just stale.
For those people who like their peeps stale, now we got some stale ones.
I gotcha.
So there you go, Doug.
That's your answer. What else we got?
Well, the next listener feedback line can only come from somebody satanic.
Okay.
From Randall Holt at RJ Holt 666.
He's not evil.
He's my brother. Don't know. That's something different.
He's just handled that way.
Please do a follow-up on the ranch ice cream. What do you think about melting it down and using it as a dressing on salad, wings, etc.?
So I'm pouring bad milk on it.
I still wouldn't eat it on salad or on wings.
Do you think it would taste better melted down?
No.
No.
I'm just trying here.
I mean, it would make the diarrhea worse, probably.
I will say it tasted
Or quicker.
It tasted worse than regular ranch dressing, which isn't that good to begin with.
Okay.
And I don't think the cold is what made it taste worse. I think the fact that it probably went bad and then Doug brought it to us is probably why it tasted real bad.
So you mean carrying it around in his mailbag all day,
Yes.
then refreezing it, and then bringing it here was not the play?
That was not the way to go.
I just see him carrying it around. Doo-doo-doo. Oh.
I mean,
Gotta freeze that.
someone on his route gave it to him as a gesture.
Yes.
Trying to kill them. Because they hadn't gotten their mail in a week.
Thank you for bringing me my mail once this month. I appreciate all of your hard work. Here, have this.
Excuse me, that was a rough month for me, okay? Just calm down. I worked 5 days.
Excuse me.
We kid.
We went to Disney again, so I couldn't bring you your mail for 2 weeks.
On the positive, all your bills went to somebody in Florida when I was down there. So, good luck.
Hopefully you had no checks also.
I dropped them off at Rapunzel's Tower down in Disney, so they have your mail. They'll forward it to you.
So is that an actual thing now?
Yeah.
Now that you've been there, you know
Yes.
the actual names
Yes.
of things?
Yeah, Coco Pyramid Island.
Coco Beware? What?
Yeah, Coco Beware. It's all Coco Beware stuff. Hall of Famer Coco Beware.
Did he have a ride down there?
Who?
Coco
Why would he have a ride?
at Disney. Doesn't he?
Oh! Is someone driving him around?
Well, I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, so he probably gets a chauffeur.
Yeah, in the old-fashioned cars, it's on that rail. That
guy is
single rail you got.
It's
He's just riding around the train, going in circles.
Isn't he dead? Coco dead?
Is he?
I don't know. Is that Coco Brazil? Anyways,
If only we had a way to look that up.
I know. I'm looking something else up instead.
I don't. I forgot my phone tonight.
Oh, no.
Oh no, Mr. Bill.
So there you go, Randall. That's
you
what
go.
we think about that.
Yeah. So the answer is no. Here's somebody new from Pyramid Club 398 at Pyramid Club. Oh, because it's spelled
Yes.
PYRMDCLUB.
Yes.
Pyramid Club.
Pyrimmed?
Pyramid Club 398 at PYRYMDCLUB. In case you want to respond to them,
Okay.
anybody. Take a rom-com film and turn it into a horror film. What are your top choices?
I got one.
I got one too.
Go ahead, Jeff.
My choice is 37 dresses or 27 dresses.
27
whatever
dresses.
Catherine Heigl one was.
Well, Katherine Heigl's in it, so
I've already got to start.
pretty horrific.
She can't find the perfect one. She has to keep trying on dresses.
Yeah,
She
keep
kills
killing
people
people
for their
dresses.
Oh, I like it. I had Coyote Ugly. It's like From Dusk Till Dawn, but a different version. It's just Coyote Ugly.
With werewolves instead of vampires?
Yes. Let's see here. About a Boy. Not sure if you want to go down that route.
No, serendipity could be a stalker thing.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Music and lyrics.
What's the music and lyrics? How dare you? That is a great film.
Yeah, but we can turn it into a horror film.
He can never find the right music, the right song. It kills him. He keeps killing songwriters until he finds the right one. What's the Sarah Jessica Parker Horseface? What's that one?
Sex and the
Failure
City.
to Launch.
Failure to Launch.
Oh.
That could be a good one. I think you could do
Can't
that one.
watch because you get hobbled.
That would be a good astronaut film.
Oh,
Did you say astronaut?
I did.
Okay.
Couples Retreat. It could be like what's that?
No.
No.
Don't touch Couples Retreat. It's perfect the way it was.
It's a horrible
That
show.
was terrible.
It was perfect the way it was.
As a horror
done.
movie, maybe.
No.
Oh.
That movie is perfect.
Why?
Because I said so. It's so good.
Okay. How about Amanda Bynes and Channing Tatum in She's the Man? Switch that around. I think that could be it.
No.
And you make this into like The Hills Have Eyes, Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, you got a baby in a bar. Yeah. Or, oh crap, I just had one that went away. Never
Hitch.
mind.
You could do Hitch.
No, don't do Hitch.
Oh, sorry.
It was perfect the way it was.
sorry. I'm sorry. It's so good.
Change Say Anything, where Lloyd Dobler's a
No.
maniac, and he.
He is a maniac in it.
Well, yeah, he uses-
$2.
well, that's a different one. Yeah, that's all right. But you know what? You can mix it together. You can still put that in there.
You could use that kid.
You could use that kid. Yeah, exactly. You know, instead of taking that pen that he gets to write her letters, he uses it to like kill her dad. You know.
Just as long as he doesn't buy anything or sell
Sell it,
anything
yeah.
or manufacture anything.
Yeah, or kill anything processed.
You could don't even have to change much. What women want, just put it as Mel Gibson as himself.
There you go. Yeah.
Worst movie I've ever seen in the theaters.
You've said that.
I have said that.
It's a shame.
I'm saying it again.
It's a shame.
I was going to say 50 First Dates.
That is kind of a horror film though to begin with for that
the-
late
yeah,
for
with
Drew
the
Barrymore.
amnesia thing.
Yeah.
that would be different.
Yeah.
She wakes up
Yeah.
every day and
he ends up
this
killing her.
Scary
Oh, wait a
guy
minute.
keeps at her.
Yeah.
Or she keeps killing.
I'm sorry. What does he do? Okay, just checking.
Or she keeps killing her dates 50 times in a row.
Oh,
There you go. And she doesn't know she's a killer.
I got one. Justin to Kelly, the American Idol film.
Sure.
So there you go, Pyramid Club.
You know, I like that. She plans on killing her date that night,
Yeah.
but then she gets amnesia
And forgets to kill them.
Well, no. She forgot that she wakes up planning to kill her guy, kills the date, wakes up the next day, forgets that she killed somebody, so she has that killing urge again,
Yeah.
over and over and over again.
I would watch that documentary so fast.
Coming to Netflix.
It'd be like the anti-Russian doll.
Coming to Netflix this summer. 50 First Dates.
There you go.
She.
I did watch a documentary on Netflix this weekend.
What was it?
The Boston Marathon bombing.
Oh, how was that?
It was so well done, but
Depressing. Did you see the youngest victim, who was 8, I think, that died? 7 or 8? His brother ran it last year. He was the first year he was able to run it. And then this year was everyone, like all of the victims' friends, they turned 18 first year that they could run it, and they all ran it together for him. It was really heartbreaking to watch.
Yeah.
They showed that. I was like, geez, oh, Pete.
honestly,
But they ran it as a group. Like they didn't. They just stayed together.
honestly forgot that we were on 10 years, the 10-year anniversary of that.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
And obviously that's why they dropped the documentary. But
Yeah. Okay, moving on.
anyway,
Thank you, Pyramid Club. Bringing us down eventually at the end. Netflix documentaries.
What else we got?
I did that bombing wasn't a rom-com.
Wow.
But it could be a horror film.
It is a horror. Shut the fuck up and go.
Anyways, you got it from Corrections, but it's not from Dev,
No?
the Psy guy. It's actually from Big D.
Oh.
He says to correct Jason on his Jedi knowledge. Isn't Ashoka pronounced Ahsoka and not Ashaka?
That is correct.
I think that's Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Ashoka? Ashoka?
Soak.
Ahsoka.
Ashaka.
No, that's how it's not pronounced.
But that's how you pronounce it.
Yes. Not anymore, though. I was corrected.
Sure.
Okay. Thanks, Doug.
I have no clue how it's pronounced.
But Doug, I'm going with it. Change approved.
We'll run with it. Professor number one and Doctor number one, our bookend. You win $1 million, but have to spend it within 24 hours. What do you spend it on?
So like Brewster's Millions.
Yeah, I was going to say, Brewster's Millions did a whole movie about this.
What do you spend it on?
It doesn't say that you get anything in return for spending $1 million in 24 hours.
No, but you still
it
spend
also
them.
says you. It doesn't say anything about not being able to have anything to show for it, like Brewster's Millions.
Yeah, you get to keep it.
So
as well.
I
win $1 million.
would spend it on a certificate of deposit in my bank.
That's boring. What did you buy?
I
Brian?
don't give a shit.
But not if it's Silicon Valley Bank. Stay away from that
I
one.
would do cryptocurrency. I'd just change into crypto. Nothing can go
coin.
wrong from that.
There will be
Buy
coin.
Hobie coin. I like it.
Yeah, we can talk about that off air.
Okay. Crypto coin?
Hobie coin.
Oh, okay.
I've got an exciting investment opportunity.
Oh, okay. Great. Involves bourbon. What else we got? What would you buy, Brian? A car. Probably a nice house.
Yeah, but I'd have to find the right place because I don't ever want to be seen again.
Yeah, that's true.
And
hear
you only
there's-
have a day to do it.
I hear there's a exclusive secluded island that's available for sale by the Epstein
Foundation.
Foundation.
For $1 million, because that's all we have to spend.
It'll get you a room.
Yeah, nope, I'd want the whole island.
Unfortunately, you have to share it with Bill. Anyways. Allegedly.
Bill Clinton?
No, just Bill.
no?
Just
Okay.
Bill. Just Bill. Allegedly, Blake. Brian looks very deep in thought on this question.
I could do a lot with $1 million.
Funko Pops?
But you only have 24 hours to spend it.
I could do a lot with $1 million in 24 hours.
Like what? That's the question.
Well, that's why I'm deep in thought.
Okay.
Stop yelling at me.
Lots
Nope.
of hooker and blow.
There you go.
By the way, these headphones, this is amazing.
Why?
It's
You like
just
it?
it's just the element of the podcast has stepped up.
Yeah, it has.
in my opinion.
You hear it a little better.
You do hear a little bit better. Although our
Although-
sound is a little bit better too.
It is weird hearing myself talk. I'm going to be self-conscious of that going forward.
It's okay, Brian. We still like your voice.
I don't care.
Wow, I was trying to be positive. I don't like my voice.
How's that ever work out for you?
I'm just trying to be positive to you. Anyways, Jeff, give me some news of the geek.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Per CBR.com, where Jim gets all of his news from. Dungeons & Dragons' beloved Dragonlance novels are getting the live-action series treatment with actor and D&D superfan Joe Manganiello leading the charge.
Manganiello?
There it is.
That's not even right either, but closer.
During last week's D&D Direct, Manganiello,
Nope.
I'm just going to say Joe, offered a brief update on the documentary he's filming for Wizards of the Coast to celebrate D&D's 50th anniversary.
Just call him Mr. Vergara.
Oh, that's a good one. Before diving into it, you took a moment to acknowledge how the game had informed his love of stories. Had informed. Then Joey M, revealed that it led to his working with Wizards of the Coast on a live-action television adaptation of the Dragonlance novels, which he loves. Dragonlance novels were initially written by Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman.
Correct.
Thank you. Though many other authors have written stories for the series since. In February 2023, the actor appeared in a video with Black Forest Wood Company, showcasing the custom table they made for him and his D&D sessions. During the video, he briefly mentioned the documentary that he was working on, saying, quote, I work for Dungeons & Dragons, so I'm actually shooting a documentary right now. I'm developing a TV show for them. Thanks. Let's see here.
Non-disclosure.
Yes. month before, Wizards of the Coast confirmed, or just Wizards in general. I don't know. It just says Wizards.
Yeah, it was just wizards, like crazy people with long beards and pointy hats running around,
Wizards.
Ozzie
throwing
Smith.
magic at each other.
Okay.
Or maybe it's the Washington Wizards basketball team.
Yeah, it was a basketball team.
Isn't that the Bullets? Oh, no, they are the Wizards now,
they
aren't they?
changed their name like 20 some odd years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, to avoid negative publicity.
Wizards get all the bad publicity,
Yeah,
though.
instead, they're not wizards getting the bad publicity.
Invisibility. Wizards confirmed work on a live-action D&D series. However, it did not mention Joey M. among its creative team, nor confirm anything about the plot. So maybe Joey M's just bullshitting.
Could be.
Red Notice director Rawson Marshall Thurber, that's a heck of a name, wrote and will helm the pilot episode with Paramount Pictures and E1 producing the project. Both producers also worked on the, it just came out.
You said hum, the pilot?
With
He
Paramount.
said hum, not
said,
helm.
He's
Helm.
Helm. I'm going to
Helm.
hum the pilot.
Anyways, this guy worked on the D&D Honor Among Thieves film, which led to speculation that the characters might appear in the series. Remains unconfirmed if Joey M. and Thurber's projects are separate series or the same.
I don't know if they're the same or not.
What do you think about this?
Well, over several episodes over the past years, I've been dying for Dragonlance to get the Game of Thrones treatment to make it into a long TV series. So you can cover all 3 books. I hope it's the original trilogy, because if it is, then that'll be awesome. But the problem was, and always has been, the copyright. There's a lot of... All right, long story short...
Too late.
There's a Margaret Weiss and Hickman copyright. Who owns the intellectual property, which belonged to TSR, which then had to get sold off to somebody else, and then back to WotC. And
But they fixed all that.
part of Wizards of the Coast deal was to give Dragonlance IP control back to
Hickman?
Weiss and Hickman. Now that they have it, cash in on it. Why not?
Yeah.
And then you pick somebody who's enthusiastic and a fan of the series, like Joey M., because he wanted to do the D&D movie originally. I think we talked about that a couple years ago. And now he does, and as long as he stays faithful to it and has a lot of fun, I think it could be pretty successful.
Is Dragonlance dark like
No. Well, kind of.
like Game of Thrones?
Kind of.
Not as dark
Not
as
like Game of Thrones.
But
It does have a dark side element to it, but it also has a very humorous side to it as well.
Okay.
In a light, it's a classic good versus evil.
Brian and I were playing this the other week, Dragonlance. We went the darker route with it, didn't we?
I would say it kind of has maybe a Star Wars-y type as far as good, bad, evil, fighting.
See, we were more Battlestar Galactica type.
Yeah, that's why I didn't quite understand what we were doing.
Yeah. I jumped into hyperspace a lot.
Have you seen Battlestar Galactica?
I saw the Office episode about it.
Oh, cool.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, we had a lot of beats because I've never seen Battlestar Galactica either, so it was kind of odd.
The thought of popping one of your beats into my mouth makes me sick.
Could be worse. It could be ranch-flavored ice cream.
So
yeah, I'm happy if it turns out to be the way it's supposed to. Not if they do Land of the Lost, Slee Stack budget cuts.
Land of the Lost with Will Ferrell?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the original.
You know what? That would be awesome if they made Dragonlance, but like with the special effects of Land of the Lost from the 50s. What are we watching here?
But he has to play his character from The Office.
Will Ferrell?
Yep.
Oh.
That's the only way
In a coma still.
Yep.
I like this idea.
I'm not liking any of what you just said.
Trademark it.
I don't think I would watch
Trademark
that.
it.
Trademark.
Thank you.
I'm still not watching
Somebody
it.
would watch it.
Hopefully.
You know why? Because it's on TV. Not yet, it isn't.
That's true. Somebody's watching MTV.
It would give those out there who have so much time on their hands something to complain about.
Coming to CBS this fall on Sunday nights after Kevin is having twins with Amy Smart and The Wrong Brian on Sundays at 9, it's Dragonlance Land of the Lost. Welcome, Dragonlance Lost.
Are we close to having a full lineup?
No.
Well, he's got 4 networks.
We're getting there.
6 half-hour slots to fill each night,
We're
7
getting there.
nights a week. That's a lot.
And the Dragonlance Land of the Lost, it has to have
Dragonlance of the Lost.
Dragonlance of the Lost. It has to have a
Dragonland.
banjo opening theme song.
Okay, I like it. I like this.
Like dueling banjos?
No, like in the,
but
like the Land of the Lost original.
Do we have banjos? I think we have banjos, Jeff.
Marshall, Will, and
Press that button.
Holly.
Press that button.
What?
Is it
There's
banjo?
banjos in there.
There's not banjos.
Oh, there's
in here.
banjos. Keep going to the last
The
one.
button now.
There's banjos. There's banjos. See, like this.
That was not a banjo.
This one?
None of these are
You
banjos.
know?
There it is. That's it.
That's
That's
not a
your banjo?
banjo.
That's banjo.
That is funky music.
None of these sound like Andy Bernard playing the banjo.
None of those were
Dun, 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 dun,
banjos.
dun. I watched the episode the other day when him and Dwight are doing a duel off, like with their music and their guitars and banjo. And Toby, you gotta stop it.
Whoa.
No banjo. That was left, right.
Oh,
That was Battlestar Galactica right there. Anyways, per Cinema Blend, where Brian gets all of his news from.
I do.
I skipped one, but
You
I'll
did
go back
skip
to it.
one.
I'll go back. It's no secret that BAM! Margera
Majara.
there you
Margera.
go. Has had issues with his fellow Jackass alums for some time now. The skateboarder and former MTV star, quote unquote, was engaged in a legal battle with Johnny Knoxville, Jeff Tremaine, and more in regard to his exclusion from Jackass Forever.
He was engaged to a legal battle?
Engaged
In a legal battle.
in a
Oh,
legal.
that is what
Ultimately, BAM settled the case, and amid his continued sobriety struggles, he seemed to be at peace over no longer being part of the franchise. Thank God I'm not getting my ass kicked every day. However, in a new post shared to social media, because that's good, the media personality called out Johnny Knoxville, challenging him to a fight. And it sounds like he's ready for them to go at it in a ring. The video in question was shared on Instagram. And was shared on Instagram and saw BAM talking about a death waiver that Johnny Knoxville and Jeff Tremaine allegedly required him to sign. The 43-year-old alleged that he was required to take 18 different medications, which he says turned him into a zombie. He also claimed that they affected his sexual performance, led to weight gain, among other things.
Now that's a horror film I would watch.
From there, BAM called out his former collaborators.
Jackass is what we're turning into a horror film.
Not a rom-com. The start.
Saying that Tremaine is too much of a puss to fight him, though he believes that Knoxville would if dared. Knoxville, he said, if I double dog dare anything, he'll do it, which BAM then did. So he double dog dared him into a fight?
Well, didn't Knoxville do a celebrity boxing match before?
I think so.
He is quite the
That was
wrestler.
Steve-O. That was Steve-O, not
did-
Johnny.
I thought Knoxville did somewhere.
Well, why don't you look it up on your phone?
I don't have my phone. I told you this.
Yeah, Johnny is quite the WWE star.
He is. He beat Sami Zayn. BAM was let go from Jackass Forever after reportedly testing positive for having taken Adderall. He later decided to move forward with a lawsuit against the creative team in 2021 over compensation for the work he did complete on the movie. He also sought to take them to court over his role in crafting the long-running TV movie franchise. It would be settled in spring 2022.
I do have to say,
Yes.
and we haven't talked about it yet, but we can do that next week or later.
Okay.
History of the World Part 2 on Hulu.
Yes.
I will have to say, the Rasputin episodes, scenes, skits are probably some of the funniest in that unfunny TV episodes.
So you're saying there is some good to it?
There is some good to it. But yeah, when they first bring in History of the World, we're doing the Russian Tsar, and they bring in Rasputin. Johnny Knoxville plays Rasputin.
Oh, okay.
And then the skit ends. And you're like, hey, that was Johnny Knoxville. So, scattered throughout the rest of the episodes are To Kill Rasputin scenes or, sketches. And they're all done in Jackass style. And I have to say, it is actually kind of funny.
The
it's
only
like
good parts?
Jackass where they're trying to kill Rasputin with Jackass stunts. And they bring back the crew. They bring his crew, Jackass crew for the Rasputin killings. It is kind of funny.
You didn't finish the story, Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Including the real big guy and the little person? Do they come back too?
Yes.
Cool.
After the case's conclusion, the star stated that he was on the road to recovery and checked into a wellness facility. Fortunately, he's since dropped in and out of rehab, has seen setbacks when it comes to remaining sober. December, he was also hospitalized and put on a ventilator after dealing with a serious case of COVID. Just a few weeks ago, he was arrested for public intoxication, and his son was apparently present at the time. As of this writing, neither Johnny Knoxville nor Jeff Tremaine have responded to his latest message. Wonder why.
Yeah, he needs a lot of help. Bam has been bammed.
Yes. And then finally, per CBR, this is the best, where Jeff gets all of his news from. Netflix is developing an American remake of its hit Southern Korean drama Squid Game.
How about they just make season 2?
Yeah, did you say Southern Korean?
South Korean.
He did say Southern Korea.
Southern Korean.
I love Southern Korean
barbecue.
Southern Korean barbecue, baby. Beat me to it, damn it.
For some reason, I thought he was saying that they were making a Squid Game episode or series that took place in the American South.
Yeah, in the Southern Korean part.
Welcome to Alabama. Now you get on over there.
It's the Southern Korean part of Alabama.
Acclaimed film maker David Fincher is supposedly at the top of the streamer's wish list to helm the project. To quote David Fincher, who the fuck is Netflix? What do you want? According to a trusted industry insider, Jeff Snyder of the Hot Mic podcast, fuck off. Quote, Netflix is...
Do not make fun of the Schneider.
I like D. Snyder better. Quote, Netflix is courting David Fincher to produce and direct an American take on Squid Game. He clarified that he had no idea Fincher is actually engaging with frequent collaborator Netflix on the matter. So you don't know if they are. Hey, you know Brad Pitt's going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
No, we don't know that.
Wouldn't it be?
He may not be.
We don't have trusted industry insiders like this guy.
Why wouldn't you just make Survivor a real killing game?
Oh, it's getting there.
Yeah.
It's going to get there. He clarified. Nevertheless, multiple sources claim that the streaming giant badly wants Fincher to tackle the project. It's good to want things.
So is it like one of the things is just going to challenge is going to be like just kids having to survive a day at school
without social media
or getting killed?
Oh, down the hall.
Apparently.
I mean, if we're doing this the USA style.
Assuming
just go to Southside Chicago.
All right.
Here.
Recess time. We're going to go play Red Rover.
Okay. Well, you either have to pay your medical bills or you have to eat or pay your medical bills. Which one you got to do? Damn it.
This is going to be very depressing.
Because Squid Game is a rom-com, let me tell you, the original. Assuming Snyder's information is accurate, probably isn't, should come as no surprise that Netflix would want to continue to capitalize on the massive, successful Squid Game.
You know how they could continue?
Yes.
If they made season 2.
Getting there. Korean language series became an overnight sensation upon its initial premiere in September 2021. The 9-episode first season amassing 1.65 billion viewing hours in just 4 weeks. It's the most watched Netflix series of all time. Created, written, and directed by Hwang Dong-hyuk. Is that close?
Hyuk.
Okay. Squid Game.
Until you got to the end then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dong, I always screw up on that. Squid Game follows the indebted contest of a twisted competition in which players partake in various children's games while losing means death, with the last player standing winning a cash prize. They officially renewed Squid Game for season 2 in January 22.
It's time to wake up, Jason. 9/29.
With filming expected to begin this summer. Really?
Like 2023 summer?
Yes.
Oh.
In the meantime, Netflix is currently working on Squid Game: The Challenge, a reality series which we've talked about before.
Sounds like that's going very well.
In which real people compete for a real cash prize. Here's the idea: why don't you just have David Fincher do a documentary about that? And there you go. There's your Squid Game American version. I'm sorry, it's taking place in the UK. My bad. That one was in the UK.
Yeah,
if it's a game of influencers and they all die, I'd watch it.
I would too.
If that were a documentary on Netflix, I would watch it.
Chutes and Ladders, it takes a whole different meaning in this version. I like it. I like this. There you go. We'll do plot lines next week. Jeff, you got some box office news over here? It's got to be here somewhere, right? It's got to be here.
It's here somewhere.
Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 22nd through 24th. Get your tickets now at CincinnatiComicExpo.com. Christina Ricci is going to be there. Jim
Yeah,
Lee's
she
going
is.
to be there. Brad Pitt may be there.
He probably won't be
No,
there.
probably
though.
won't be there, though. I got inside sources.
Do you?
No. Let's see. Hayden Christensen could show up. Could. But the cinema guys and Hobie will be there. So just let you guys know.
Yes. You know what we are going to do right now?
Wait a minute. Hold on. We also, at the Cincinnati Comic Expo, if you have a fan booth that you would like to,
Yes.
request, please get your applications in now. They're going to be picking those.
Send your bribes in quickly.
And if you want to do a panel, fan panel, that will be coming up in a couple months. So I think it's around May.
So if you'd like a fan booth or to do a fan panel,
Yeah.
I mean, if you did a
get
fan
those
panel
requests in.
about Hobie, I think
You
you'd
would
have a
get
good
picked.
chance in getting picked.
We might pick you.
Can we find out? There's a little bit of a hubbub on the internet.
Yeah. Whoa. Like a harumph?
A little bit.
Okay.
Surrounding the expo.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody has asked for Pete Rose to be there.
Yeah, when they complaining about, hey, get some big names.
He's famous for his guest starring on shows like WWE Raw. Maybe it's not that much of a stretch.
Yes. Perfect. When I think
Well,
of,
if he would like to volunteer to work, he could, Pete Rose.
when I think of Comic Expo and not much of a stretch, Pete Rose is what comes to mind.
How about Pete Rose Jr.?
I was thinking more of like circus with the Pete Rose thing, not a comic.
You mean like Barnum and Bailey?
Yeah,
Ringling Brothers?
they're coming
like
back.
Clowns.
They're coming.
without animals.
Yep. Without animals.
Good for them.
Yep.
I just wanted to watch trained humans.
In cages.
That's right.
Welcome to Squid Game.
If I wanted to watch that, I'd just watch Cirque du Soleil.
It's called Shark Week.
Dum
Charcuterie?
dum.
What do we got for a box office?
Well, what we got right now is
Oh, sorry.
Oreo cookies we're trying.
What is this?
This
Yeah,
is the new
blackout cake.
blackout cake
Flavored
flavored
cream.
These are great.
I've had like 8 already.
Oh, my God.
These
That was
are
amazing.
These are excellent.
Completely
I'm
negates
surprised you
my
like them,
workout.
considering you don't like cake.
No, but, oh, my God.
They taste like cake. But you have to eat them together.
It's thick cream though too.
It's two different types of chocolate in the cream,
Yeah.
I like 2 different types of thick cream.
and then so it's 3 different chocolates because you also got the chocolate cookie. Just eating the cream separate isn't really that good, but you eat it with the chocolate cookie, it is exquisite.
This is amazing. Probably my top 10 of Oreos. Maybe a little bit higher. It's really good dark chocolate. I like it. I like it a lot.
It's definitely over the Swedish fish.
Okay. Just hit that button for you.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
Got you there.
Thank you. I'm
Thanks,
too busy
Jim.
enjoying the
Jim,
cookie.
thank you for this. I'll get you here. You keep eating. Box office news for April 14th through the 21st or 16th. The Super Mario Brothers, It's a Me, made $87 million this week. Total of $348 million on a budget of $100 million. I'm going to say it's a hit.
It's without John Leguizamo's
Made
$12.
$87 million.
It's a hit by means of the most popular comic book movie ever made.
$650 million worldwide, I think.
Video game.
Yeah,
I said comic book, didn't I?
and it's
I
the
meant video game.
it's the second or it's the highest animated film. Highest grossing animated film in its second week, beating out Frozen 2. That's pretty impressive.
Just let it go.
What about Fritz the Cat?
No. The Pope's Exorcist with Russell Crowe's head made $9.2 million in its opening weekend on a budget of $18 million.
That's shocking.
That it made 9.2 or
Yes.
that it made 9.2?
Or that it was only made for $18 million with Russell Crowe.
No, I saw the trailer. They didn't. They spared all expense. $17 million of that probably went to Russell Crowe.
You just need a guy in a pointy hat.
John Wick: Chapter 4 made $8 million, total of $160 million on a budget of $75 million. $339 million worldwide. Might be a hit. Might be a hit.
Will
How
be
many
enough.
dollars per bullet?
8.
It'll be enough to get him back for 5.
Yes. Renfield, Nicolas Cage, made $7.8 million its opening weekend on a budget of $65 million. Did not do well. And finally, Air made $7.7 million, total of $33 million on a budget of $90 million. So it's supposed to be an Amazon release. So
Yeah, anything they get from the box office is
I think
gravy,
they're at,
I think.
I think they're 50 million worldwide. Number 6 is incorrect. Upcoming April 21st, Guy Ritchie's The Covenant.
All right, before you read into that, Covenant. So 2 weeks, D&D Honor of Thieves is already out of the top 6.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was number 8 this week.
Yeah. But you know what? There are a lot of movies coming out now.
Mm-hmm.
Is the floodgates opening up after the post-productions and delays from the pandemic and shit?
I think D&D probably did not pick the best time to be released, to be honest.
Well, they came out earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, they fucked up the bad PR.
Yeah. I think it was a bad situation. Like when they released it, they did not have much of a window. So, hey, go ahead, Jeff, or Brian.
Guy Ritchie's The Covenant follows U.S. Army Sergeant John Kenley and Afghan interpreter Ahmed. After an ambush, Ahmed goes to Herculean lengths to save Kenley's life. When Kenley learns that Ahmed and his family were not given safe passage to America as promised, he must repay his debt by returning to the war zone to retrieve them before the Taliban hunts them down
Is this
first.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal.
I kind of want to see this.
The trailer looked amazing.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer in Honor Among Thieves, and it looked pretty good.
It's not a true story or anything, right?
Yes.
Is it?
Inspired by?
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Let's see. Jake Gyllenhaal. Alexander Ludwig.
Oh, I loved him. He's good as in Beethoven.
Oh, I'm about to say, didn't he play for the Cardinals?
Anthony Starr.
He's not much of a star lately.
Anthony Starr? You mean Homelander?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh. He actually plays Homelander in it.
Homelander.
Beau is Afraid is coming out this week. I'm not afraid of Beau.
You're not?
Nope.
Following the sudden death of his mother, a mild-mannered but anxiety-ridden man confronts his darkest fears as he embarks on an epic Kafka-esque odyssey back home. Joaquin Phoenix, Amy Ryan, Nathan Lane, Patti LuPone.
Good cast.
Take a drink. We got a Nathan Lane sighting.
They're going to say Patti LaBelle.
Parker Posey.
Oh. And finally,
With Parker Posey in it, this is a small independent film, right?
yes. This is misspelled here, Brian. It's not Evid. It's Evil Dead Rise with Bruce Campbell.
A twisted tale of two estranged sisters whose reunion is cut short by the rise of flesh-possessing demons,
I hate when that happens.
thrusting them into the primal battle for survival as they face the most nightmarish version of family imaginable.
You said thrust.
Okay.
I don't recognize any of the cast.
Bruce Campbell. He's in it.
He is not. He's not listed in the...
Oh, he's not? I thought he was in it.
Is he producing it?
I don't know. Yeah. My inside from Hot Mike said, yeah, he's in it.
He is listed as an executive producer.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're saying he was
Harumph.
in it. He
Harumph.
produced it.
Harumph.
I didn't get a harumph out of you.
It's just man and his horse being hung. Anyways, top 5 this week. Give me top 5 music, Jeff.
Oh, I don't have top 5 music. So
Oh.
instead, you get
What do we want?
draft day music. There, you get draft day music.
You know what we need to bring back is Pitch Storm.
Pitch. Oh, yeah.
We do need to do that again.
That's a good one. Forgot about that. That's a
Yeah.
fun game. Dang it. And Boardroom. Should bring back Boardroom.
No, we can never bring back boardroom.
Okay.
Well, I don't even know. Boardroom made me so upset. I don't even know how to tell you how much I didn't like it.
Top 5 this week.
The sad thing about Boardroom is a lot of the stuff we made fun of came true, sadly.
We are on the zeitgeist of pop culture. Top 5 this week. Top 5 fictional characters that absolutely deserve their fate.
What if it's a fictionalized version of a person?
Nelson Mandela did not need to be in jail that long.
No, I was talking about Hitler.
Well, if it's a fictional version.
Yeah, Inglourious Basterds.
Okay, I knew that was coming.
It's not on my list now.
All right, so that's your number 5? Oh, no.
No, not on my list. But
What's your number 5?
my number 5 is Joffrey Baratheon from Game of Thrones.
Oh, he's my number 5.
That was an honorable mention.
Me too.
That was my number 1, but I hope it's my number 1. So
Put it on the board. Blake. Oh,
I know it's not your number 5 because you didn't even watch the
Yeah.
show. You don't
I
even
saw-
know.
I
You
saw
don't
an
even know
episode.
what happened to him.
I saw Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
I saw his Dinklage.
So what happened to Joffrey Baratheon?
He got killed
How?
because his heart stopped.
Nope.
Well, it did.
Well-
No, it didn't. His heart is still pumping.
His head was chopped off.
Okay. That's not how it happened, but
See Sean Bean?
no.
Oh, okay. He died in
Sean
the movie?
Bean died?
No, in the movie.
Yeah, in like the first 5 minutes.
I just saw a picture of Sean Bean today, and he's wearing a T-shirt that said, it was black with white lettering, and said, "Stop killing Sean Bean." And it was actually an article about him saying, "Yeah, I enjoyed playing these characters
Yeah.
that ended up dying. He actually enjoys it. But yeah."
What's your number 5?
My number 5 is you're going to see him at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Okay.
Renee Belloc from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh,
Belloc.
I like that.
Yes, although it was pretty funny. I did see in social media somebody commented, I'm pretty sure he melted.
Number 5? Right?
Number 5 for me, Jason Street from Friday Night Lights.
How'd he die?
He didn't. He just ended up being paraplegic.
Oh, okay.
Got what he deserved.
Okay.
He shouldn't have tried to make that tackle.
No.
Yeah, nowhere did it say.
No, I agree.
died.
I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry.
Why are you yelling at us?
I'm not yelling.
But you are.
Shut up.
No.
My number 5 was Scar from The Lion King with the hyenas eating him. That was a good way.
No king, la 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 la.
Fools, I will be your king. Anyways, number 4, just because they're assholes and they kind of deserved it. The whole Seinfeld cast being in prison at the end of their series.
How'd they die?
They didn't die.
Oh.
Well, probably they might have.
Well, they got their fate.
Oh, I'm guessing Jerry got shivved. He got shivved in jail. There's no way. George is wormy enough that he found a way to get out. Like, he'll survive.
Everybody probably would have stayed away from Kramer.
Yeah. Elaine,
Elaine,
she could be running that bitch.
probably running the joint.
Yeah, she's running that joint.
George probably became someone's bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Or actually, wasn't Elaine like the inspiration for Orange is the New Black?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that. So, yeah, the Seinfeld cast. My number 4. Brian.
My number 4, Stormfront.
Oh, yes. That was a painful way to go.
I imagine it was.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out what it was. Okay, yes.
The Boys.
The boys, Nazi.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes.
I like how they brought her back the next season. Number 4 for you, Blake.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me when we started this top 5, I was like, oh, this is going to be easy. And then I started to sit down and think about it and realize it is pretty hard. So I had to go with everybody dying to help me out.
Okay.
Yeah, but number 4 was the Governor in The Walking Dead.
Honorable mention.
Yep. It's a good one. Number 4 for you.
Number 4 for me is Archibald Cunningham.
What happened?
He was killed
How?
by
His heart stopped beating.
by being having his neck wrapped around with a rope and then thrown over a bridge.
So he was hung.
It wasn't really hung, but yeah, he was hung.
Number 4 or number 3 for you.
This was the Tim Roth character in the movie Rob Roy.
Oh, okay.
If you remember Tim Roth's character dying in Rob Roy.
He was a pretty bad person.
He was an
Boy.
asshole.
Yeah, he was horrible.
Number 3.
Number 3 for me is Sebastian Shaw in X-Men First Class. It's played by Kevin Bacon.
Oh, yeah.
He had a quarter go slowly, or some type of coin, go incredibly slowly, pushed through his brain.
Yeah. Number 3.
Number 3, Jeff will appreciate this. Mm-hmm. Kimi in Lost.
What happened?
Kimi in Lost.
Which one's Kimi? Oh,
the
okay.
mercenary.
Okay.
Ben eventually kills him because, he killed Ben's daughter too, remember? Kimi was a horrible guy.
Yes, Kimi was a very bad guy.
Yeah.
Did the polar bear get him?
No.
That was in Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Polar bear fell on me. Do you not remember that?
I just like your reaction, your impression.
I just saw Roadhouse a couple months ago.
It ages well. It held up well.
Not really. Because the things they do, you can't do in real life, but I guess you have to suspend belief for the movie, right?
Listen,
there you go.
owning a bar in the 80s was very, very difficult.
Every time Steven Seagal came in, you knew there was a fight coming down.
It's not like Dana Gardens today.
It is not.
Oh, okay.
Although I will say, when you first said Kimi and then you're like Lost, I went, Nikki and Paolo? No, wait. No.
Martin Kimi.
If you would like to be a cook at Dana Gardens, please let Jimmy know.
Yeah.
They're looking for cooks.
Well, you know what? There is a reason why there's no car dealership next to Dana Gardens anymore.
Why is that?
Well, because of, Roadhouse.
Oh.
And the damage that you can do to
Kicking them
people
through.
that own,
Yep.
automobile dealerships.
I mean, you could just drive your monster truck through there.
Yeah.
No
No
repercussions.
That'll show them.
Jinx.
Right.
Number 3.
My number 3, Vern Schillinger in Oz. It was J.K. Simmons' character. He
White
was
supremacist?
he was the Aryan Nation.
What happened to him?
He was killed.
Violently.
His heart stopped beating.
Yes.
I thought he went on to run a major newspaper.
Yes. He became obsessed with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's actually the prequel to Oz. That's how he went insane.
Is that how he actually ended up in Oz?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That makes sense now.
Speaking of Spider-Man, number 3. Peter Parker in the fucking comic books. Fuck you. Oh, I'm going to give up my beautiful life with my wife who's a model so Aunt May can come back to life and then live another year or so because she's 90. Fuck him. Everything bad that happens to Peter Parker in the comics, I'm glad. I grew up loving Spider-Man, but then you're looking back on it, you're like, fuck him. I hope everything in his life is hell. Fuck him.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, everything that happens that's bad to him.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
You know that's not real, right?
Well, they're fictional.
Okay. I'm just asking.
He ruined an alien civilization, Brian.
It sounds as if you're very torn up about this, but I just wanted to
One More Day killed me.
make sure
Killed my love of comics.
that you knew that wasn't real.
Number 2, Jason?
Fuck you, Peter. Number 2 is Regina gets hit by a bus in Mean Girls.
Oh, yeah.
She deserved it.
Regina George.
Yep. She deserved it.
Mean Girls is good. I would have hobied that with Heathers.
Oh.
But by the next year, everyone, they got rid of the caste system in the school.
Yes, they did.
So it actually turned out
Still
for
was
the
one of the
better.
funniest scenes ever when she turns around or doesn't even turn around. She's back up. Boom. Number 2.
Number 2 for me, I hobied this one. Gemma and Clay from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Yep.
1,000% deserved their fates.
They did, but Gemma was a heartbreak.
Not really.
Oh,
She sucked.
No, she
No,
deserved-
because of Jax. That was a heartbreak for Jax. Like, just to see.
Well, for
him do it.
Jax, but Gemma deserved
She did.
everything
both-
she got.
Yeah.
Yes.
She did. Number 2, Blake?
Number 2 comes from everybody's famous Christmas movie. When he falls off the tower in Nakatomi Plaza, signaled midnight of Christmas.
Yep.
Hans Gruber
I regret nothing.
gets what he gets what he deserves because he was a bad guy.
He was a bad guy.
Number 2?
Number 2 for me is Count Rugen, the six-fingered man.
You killed my father.
Prepared to die.
Stop saying that.
Offer me gold and riches.
Anything. Anything you want.
I want my father back, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's a great ending
It is.
for that character.
Number one for
I
you.
wish I would have remembered that.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Number one for me is Scott Tenorman
From what?
from South Park.
Okay.
He sold Cartman his pubes, and to get
That's
revenge,
right.
Cartman had him eat his parents.
That's right. Look at those tears.
Oh,
they taste so good.
It's like, that's what you get for screwing with Cartman.
Number one.
He will kill your parents and feed them to you in chili.
Inspired by the next number one of my Hobie, the Game of Thrones trio, Walter Gray, who ate his sons.
Frey?
Walter Frey. Yeah, I'm sorry, Walter Frey, who ate his sons and then killed by Arya, which is good because everybody hated him because of what he did to Robb Stark.
Me too.
With the Red Wedding. And of course, Joffrey Baratheon, which you already stole from me. And of course, the last one, Ramsay Bolton, when Sansa lets his dogs eat him.
They're starving.
1,000,000% deserved.
Hate those guys. Fuck them. Thank God they died.
I'll even throw in Tywin Lannister in that.
Yeah. He was I love.
Shot on the crapper.
Yeah,
I
getting
like that.
executed on the shitter. Yeah, with a crossbow. That was pretty cool too. All right,
Alpha
I'll add
way.
the quadruple. I'll write it in right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Number one, Brian?
Number one for me is Deb from Dexter.
My number one.
Really didn't like Deb, huh?
She's your Peter Parker.
First, no, I realized that wasn't real. It was made up. It didn't upset me that much. I didn't curse her out for multiple
Peter Parker.
minutes.
Sorry.
I really enjoyed. I really liked her character and the dynamic in like the first 3 seasons, but like towards the end, it was just like, God, just fucking go.
I wasn't quite sure she deserved death just because they wrote her to have feelings for Dexter, but
Yeah.
Okay. My number one is Mrs. Carmody from The Mist. She
fucking Mrs. Carmody, that bitch.
Oh yeah,
the
she
zealot
starts leading. Yeah,
Yep.
lead
She-
that faction. Yeah,
Yep.
you're right.
She leads the religious faction.
what's
She
her name?
is pure evil in that show.
I'm trying to remember the actress name. Rebecca
Rebecca De Mornay.
No, Gay Harden.
Rebecca, make me horny.
No, it's like Rebecca Gay Harden. It's not Rebecca, is it?
No.
No, it's different.
It's Gay Harden.
Jackie.
No.
Shoot.
Damn it, come on.
Linda.
Oh, yes.
Marsha Gay Harden.
Marsha. It was Marsha.
Marsha.
Marsha Gay.
It's always about Marsha.
So before we get to honorable mentions, we did have some listeners, so let's see if we don't knock theirs off.
All right.
Brian Canadian of the Year. Tobias Beckett from Solo.
Tobias.
Tobias.
Renee Ballock. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Sheriff of Nottingham from Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Men in Tights.
Headman from G.I. Joe, DIC Animation. And Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Randall, RJ Holt, 666. It's not evil.
He's my brother.
He's just handled that way.
Judge Doom from Roger Rabbit.
Oh, good one.
Damian Killian from The Running Man. How dare you?
Only in a rerun.
Walter Peck from Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, he was a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gang members from The
I thought he
Crow.
was Dick Less.
All the gang members from The Crow. I like that one. And the guy who killed John Wick's dog.
Yeah.
You know the sad part is, though? Walter Peck was right.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have had that in the city.
I mean, that's his job, is to make sure this shit doesn't happen. I mean,
That fucking EPA.
they didn't follow the rules.
And Stork, Episodic Geek Pod, had Bambi's mom.
Oh,
Mufasa. Romeo and Juliet.
they both deserve that. You're right. I'll agree with that one.
Han Solo. And I can't say this right, so the Arn Giant. Arn?
Arn Anderson.
Yes. And Patrick Wally.
Whaley,
That's
formerly of 40 going on 14.
yes. The CEO from RoboCop. I like that one. Honorable mentions for you guys. I think we got some other ones I'll get to in just a second here, but
I was also throwing Prince Humperdinck as an honorable mention because he got to live.
It's true.
But he had to sit there in his cowardice and remember
I
it.
know.
Humperdinck.
And then my ears are next.
Wrong, your ears you keep, and I'll tell you why. So that every shriek of every child at seeing your hideousness will be yours to cherish. Every babe that cries out, every woman that screams, "Dear God, what is that thing?" will echo in your perfect ears.
I had honorable mentions of Christoph from the Truman Show because he lost, basically lost everything.
He was a bad guy.
Yeah, and Truman just walked out and he had nothing left. And Nedry from Jurassic Park when he gets eaten.
Dennis Nedry.
That would be Newman. So, anyone else real quick?
Tommy Gunn.
Oh, poor Tommy Gunn. Machine Gun.
Tommy the Machine Gun.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Bad idea of the week. Number 287.
Someone? Anyone?
Squid Game USA.
There you go. Sounds great. Sounds great.
Southern Korea,
Southern
Alabama.
Korean.
Let's see here. We got titles for the show. I have Southern Korean barbecue, Onion Talk, Wendy has some good meat.
No, we can't do that.
I said Wendy, not Wendy's.
I know.
Oh, sorry. That's all I had.
I have manually pump, a vegetable tipper, the burger storm front. I don't remember that. Fluffy bun.
Fluffy bun.
I always screw up dong. And Squid Game American style.
I had a do-it-yourself box. I had burnt brown water. Butter shit. Buttery oil shit. And minced shit.
I like butter shit.
No.
Butter poop.
No. Take the high road.
Butter $, hashtag.
No, too much work. No.
P.
No.
Too much work to type in 4 symbols.
They are funny with their symbols. So, anyone, what we got? I got Southern Korean barbecue. No? Okay. Jeff, give me one.
Now that I read these, I don't really like any of them.
Wendy has some good meat.
No.
Big in Ghana. Wiener intake. Never go nose first.
No. A do-it-yourself box.
Wiener intake.
Do-it-yourself box is it. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. If not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
You are listening to a Hobie.